Peruvian Navy. Directorate of Hydrography and Navigation of the Navy. Peru boasts a great number of geographical extremes, from one of the driest coasts of the world in the west, to the hot and humid Amazon rainforest in the east. And in the highlands, Lake Titicaca is the highest navigable lake in the world. All this represents a motivating challenge in the study of national hydrographic field.
The Directorate of Hydrography and Navigation aims at providing security to the mariner at sea, rivers and lakes,
expanding their field of aid to scientific research in the fields of hydrography, cartography, oceanography, navigation, nautic science, and geomatics.
The Directorate of Hydrography and Navigation, through persistent scientific research, makes the fulfillment of naval operations sustainable and viable, and offers safety to the sailor in all the territory.
Hydrography. It is responsible for planning, execution, and processing of fieldwork. It is the collection of data, which are processed, reviewed, and evaluated to develop the configuration of the seabed, and also the rivers and lakes of Peru. Hydrographic surveys are carried abroad. Hydrographic units and brigades of land in different areas of the coast. Various positioning systems and precision measurement instruments are used. And the final product is the basis for development and updating of nautical charts.
Through persistent scientific research, makes the fulfillment of naval operations sustainable and viable, and offers safety to the sailor in all the territory.
We rely on hydrographic equipment used to collect data from different depths and detect any irregularity in the inspected area. The images obtained can characterize the seabed, in addition to developing three-dimensional mosaics. Cartography. This department is responsible for the production of nautical charting nationwide. The cartographic production is the processing of bathymetric and topographic information that will result in the printed nautical chart and electronic navigational chart. The Office of Digital Photogrammetry performs analysis of information in photographed areas to determine the morphology of the coast. The electronic chart is obtained from a digital file.
The data is transformed to be read by the information system, and the electronic chart on display on the boat, as well as the position of the ship in real time by the GPS, which is an interactive tool for navigation. This breakthrough puts us at the level of the most advanced naval institutions in the world, and one of the pioneers in the successful development of printed and electronic navigational charts. Geomatics. This department is responsible for studying changes that occur in the coast due to the action of nature and man. It achieves this complex task by using specialized software in processing satellite images and aerial photos, performing multi-temporal analysis that will update the information in relevant areas for strategic use and regional development. As a special project, we prepare digital terrain models for the development of three-dimensional virtual flights, photogrammetric restitution, orthophoto maps, topographic maps, image charts, and others. Navigation. It is responsible for the construction, modernization, and supply of charts, publications, nautical instruments for naval forces and Navy in general. Among the publications that are issued are Lighthouses List, containing information of their location and lightning characteristics, and geographic scope. Electronic pads that provide the features of the coast, the various ports, and the available facilities and precautions. Navaria Messages, which provides daily information on new hazards presented to ships and boats in the Area 16 located South Pacific, in which Peru is responsible for the safe navigation, operating a complex system of satellite communications and shore stations. Oceanography is responsible for monitoring the conditions of the sea. as well as recurring natural phenomena, such as rough seas and the El Niño phenomenon, helping to ensure the safety and achieve socio-economic development. It also collects meteorological and geophysical data. To complement the study and monitoring of oceanographic parameters, we have a modern chemical laboratory that serves as support for the analysis of seawater in case of marine pollution indicators. The numerical modeling allows us to know the environmental and hydrographic conditions of a particular area of the coast. By raising possible scenarios, we provide alternatives and solutions to coastal erosion and sedimentation. We also evaluate the impact that constructions may have on the coastal edge. Another important function is to operate the tsunami warning system after receiving the alert from the Honolulu Earthquake Center in Hawaii on earthquakes that could generate tsunamis. The information is evaluated and transmitted to naval units, in addition to immediately communicate to the Institute of Civil Defense and the Geophysical Institute of Peru, enabling the evacuation of the coastal population. Nautical signaling. The nautical signaling is one of our primary responsibilities, so we have a wide network of marine aids to navigation along the Pacific coast, Amazon River and Lake Titicaca, as well as visual signs like lighthouses, beacons, buoys of safe water, isolated danger, and cardinals. All kinds of tools that guide the boats to a more reliable navigation. Hydrographic units. The hydrographic units are assigned to the implementation of technical activities. The units assigned to this command are the BAP Carrasco, BAP Carrillo, BAP Melo, Hydrographic Boat Macha. Our units have a sophisticated set of equipment and operation that enables staff to meet the mandated hydrographic activities. The Directorate of Hydrography and Navigation has an ISO 9001 Quality Management Certification, and also the certification of the entire organization under the Environmental Management Standard ISO 14001. A key aspect of our work is that we are the only naval unit which is responsible for the study of all hydric aspects. In the East, the Hydrographic Service of the Amazon administers and investigates the activities related to environmental sciences in the area of the Peruvian Amazon, in order to support naval forces and mariners in general. Produces charts with cutting-edge technology that leads to increase the morphological knowledge of the Amazonian rivers. Through modeling and monitoring, we anticipate future behavior of the river. The exploration, mapping, and demarcation of our Amazonian borders are fundamental tasks in the defense of the country, contributing through these studies to the regional and national development. In the highlands, Lake Titicaca is an important geostrategic resource. The highest navigable lake in the world demands the development of charts at different scales, enables naval operations, and contributes to national development programs in the Peruvian highlands. On board the Humboldt research ship, high-impact studies are made in Antarctica. Bathymetric surveys and oceanographic cruises take place in order to keep the nautical chart of the Mackellar Cove, in which Peruvian station Machu Picchu is located. All this contributes to the strengthening of the national Antarctic policy, maintaining the status achieved by Peru in the Antarctic Treaty System. Internationally, the Directorate of Hydrography and Navigation represents Peru on the International Hydrographic Organization. It is also a founding member of the Intergovernmental Oceanographic Commission since 1926. Besides, it takes part of the International Association of Lighthouse Authorities, the Hydrographic Committee of the Pan American Institute of Geography and History, the International Tsunami Warning System. It's coordinator of the 16th Area for the Security Notice System, among other representations. The Directorate of Hydrography and Navigation has an area of operation that covers the most diverse geographical areas of the country. That's why it's been fulfilling its due through history, with the principles of honor, service, efficiency, and legacy of our founders and heroes. Directorate of Hydrography and Navigation.